On the Mount of Olives, the evening breeze was gentle. The disciples, restless, gazed toward the city of Jerusalem as the sun slowly descended on the horizon. They approached Jesus, eyes filled with questions, and as always, he gave them his full attention. "Master, when will these things happen? What will be the sign of your coming and of the end of the world?" Jesus lifted his gaze as though looking beyond the flow of time itself, and answered with a voice that carried both firmness and compassion. "See to it that no one deceives you." Suddenly the scene shifts. Crowds gather on the Mount of Olives. Exalted men raise their voices, proclaiming themselves to be the Christ. The people, confused, run after their words. A shadow of deception stretches over the nations. Yet the way and the truth had already come in the flesh, fulfilling what was written. "The Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory of the one and only Son of the Father." Then Jesus began to unveil the signs of what must take place before the end of the world. "Stay alert, do not be deceived, for it shall be this way before the end comes." And then the drums of war. Armies march, banners are raised, explosions shatter the silence. Nation rises against nation, kingdom against kingdom. The world descends into chaos. But war is not the only wound upon the earth. Fields lie barren from famine. Cities crumble under pestilence. Earthquakes rip the ground apart. Houses collapse. Screams echo in the streets. And Jesus declared, "All these things are only the beginning of sorrows." Persecution follows. Men and women dragged away, chained and beaten for the name of Christ. Betrayals tear friendships apart. Hatred spreads. Tears flood the earth. Love grows cold. Hearts of stone turn against their neighbor, and men kill one another. But even in the thickest darkness, one light burns. The one who endures to the end shall be saved. And this is why this channel exists. The Fountain of Blessing channel, created by Jose Ilson Aleco, was born to carry the living prophetic word to you. Here we seek to discern the signs, strengthen faith, and prepare hearts for the return of the Lord. Welcome to this family of faith, for together we are called to watch and to endure until the end. Meanwhile, voices cry out across the earth. Missionaries cross deserts, sail through stormy seas, proclaim in forgotten villages and in mighty cities. The gospel of the kingdom resounds to the nations, and the words of Jesus echo, and then the end will come. The world is no longer the same. Darkness spreads like an endless shadow. Nations turn against themselves. Families fall apart in fear. The earth groans for redemption. False prophets arise, men and women clothed in the garments of holiness, but speaking poison with their tongues. They perform signs. They work wonders. They dazzle the crowds. They promise peace, but deliver destruction. Every word, every gesture is a chain tightening around weary souls, and many, exhausted and hopeless, believe them and are lost. Yet across the earth the true gospel runs. Men and women filled with the Spirit proclaim good news with tears, hunger, and persecution. In caves, in prisons, in deserts forgotten by the world, the word of the kingdom lives on. For as the Lord declared, "This gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world as a testimony to every nation, and then the end will come." And then the sky begins to change. The sun darkens. The moon gives no light. Stars fall like torches from the heavens. The very powers of the cosmos tremble. The world looks upward, trembling in fear. Day has turned to night. But then, on the horizon, a sign. A light no army can extinguish, no darkness can conceal. The sign of the Son of Man blazing in the heavens. Nations mourn. Crowds collapse to their knees. Some run, desperate to hide. But there is no refuge. The King is coming. On the clouds, with power and great glory, he appears. A brilliance greater than lightning itself. A trumpet blasts, echoing across the earth, and angels, at his command, gather his chosen from the four winds, from one end of the heavens to the other. The voice of the Savior still resounds, for as lightning comes from the east and flashes to the west, so also shall be the coming of the Son of Man. Terror grips the ungodly, but for the faithful it is the most awaited day. Tears of pain turn into songs of triumph. Cries of sorrow become shouts of victory. The promise stands fulfilled before their very eyes. The Lord returns, not as the suffering servant, but as King of all creation. And this is why the Fountain of Blessing channel, under the vision of Jose Alilson Aleco, exists to awaken hearts, strengthen faith, and prepare God's people for this great encounter. Here we don't just tell stories, we live the hope of the promise. Yet the Master still warns, "Watch therefore, for you do not know the day nor the hour when your Lord will come. As in the days of Noah, so shall it be. They ate, they drank, they married, until Noah entered the ark. And then came the flood. So it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. 2 will be in the field, one taken, the other left. 2 women grinding at the mill, one taken, the other left." A heavy silence falls. The air thickens with tension, and the heart is left with the unavoidable question, "And I? Where will I be on that day?" Time is running. The signs are before us, but the great question remains: who will be ready to meet the King? In the next chapter, the revelation deepens, and the decision can no longer wait. Subscribe now to the Fountain of Blessing channel. Share this prophetic message and prepare your heart, for the heavens are already declaring, "The Lord is coming. Return quickly to Jesus, for the time is near."